More music.
Oh my god.
Here goes.
Blazing across the airwaves right now.
Get ready.
Now this is Freddie McGregor, and you're tuned in to the baddest rhythm of all time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse is trying to change the world one track at a time.
Are we on the air?
Yes, you are.
More music. More of the time.
Grant's Rock Warehouse.
Don't understand what's going on here.
Welcome to Grant's Rock Warehouse, and tonight is another episode in our series where we look at all of our favorite tracks from a certain year. Tonight, we're in the year 2003. We've chosen our top favorite track. We've got a great panel here tonight. We do want to hear from you in the chat. Let's keep this interactive. Ladies and gentlemen, 2003, let's do it.
Piling on the power chords and pure pandemonium. Grant's Rock Warehouse.
All I can say is I hope there's going to be pure pandemonium here. But you know, if Creighton's here, we'll probably have pure pandemonium. Just saying. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It is a Monday. And if you know, this series has been going on for years. I think we started in 1968. And we're finally into 2003. It's like the Frank Zappa series, Byron. You and I never thought we'd get to where we are. We thought we would be dead, but we're still alive.
I still had a job when we started that. I've been retired.
Yeah, for
years.
years.
I was not working then. What am I thinking?
No, it sounded a lot better. Say that again. Yeah, when we started that series, I had a job.
Right.
Anyway, this show is kind of like that. I'm always amazed, panel, that we are doing a 2003 show, and I can barely find anything worthy of picking. But here we are. We're still doing it. If anybody's wondering where DC Tune Time is, if anybody knows, DC's playing softball. Somehow that rate's higher than this. I don't understand it, but whatever. But anyway, look at this panel. We have, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Metal. And I always say that, but Johnny Metal has been on this channel from the very beginning. And I always have to give him props. One of the last few people that I can count on. Johnny Metal. Nice to see it. We have BM Bolt here. We have Webb. Webb is here. Fresh from L.A. Hanging out with Betty Lee backstage.
Mm-hmm.
So Eric. And we also have, Cretan, of course, is here. He's coming out here to slum on this show. And also we have Uncle Meat. Uncle Meat's here. So we kind of trimmed back this show because I went crazy the last show and was bringing people in left and right. Anyway, it got to be, it was too much. When I have to bring people in from the green room, that's too much. So anyway, we're calming down a bit. So anyway, I appreciate everybody tuning in. Let's see who's here in the chat before we get started. Kyle's here. Wait, if Webb's there, oh shit, who's taking? That's a damn good point. Webb,
What?
Who's taking care of the yard?
I've taken care of the yard. I've done everything I need to do. It looks beautiful.
All right, perfect. Exa Music says, "Hail to the chief." I can guarantee you that's going to show up more than one time tonight. Kathy, nice to see you. Ken, you started the series in '68. I think we did start it in I don't know. I have to go back and look.
Started in '68.
I think it was
I
'68.
wasn't even born yet.
Wait a minute. What do you mean Grant room mic sound? Oh no. Wait a minute. Oh no shit, you're right. We can't have that. Hold on. Can you hear me? Oh my God! Thank you, Jason. See, I like that because Jason's keeping me in line.
That's better.
Yeah, that's better.
I'm surprised you guys didn't say, Grant, you sound weird.
Somebody did
We
before.
thought maybe you changed the mic or something.
Yeah.
Well, I did. I got a new mic. This is the old mic. This is the new mic, but the new mic's kind of questionable. Anyway, so shit. You don't want to hear from me. What we're going to do is we're going to go 3, 3, and 2. We're going to zip through this. Maybe we can do this in an hour.
3, 3, and 2. What?
3 and 2.
What did I say? What did I say?
You said 3, 3, and 2.
Yeah. That's 8. That's 8 songs.
I can't come up with 3 more, Grant. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I can either.
We're
I know
going to go
Davey
3
can.
and 2.
3 and 2 is good.
Give us some songs, Davey.
Davey and I will cover the honorables.
Jesus Christ, this is already a train wreck. Mike's not working. Whoa, wait a minute. Ashley's on here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but I give special treatment to Ashley. Well, no offense.
I know.
Ashley, how are you tonight? Nice to see you. Thanks for tuning in and give us support. And of course, Kathy. I always make sure Kathy is. I didn't start. Well, no, we started with the year 68.
We didn't start in 68.
We didn't start in 68. Anyway, so we're going 3 and 2. Let's go. We're going to go with Johnny Metal. We're going to go BM Bolt. We're going to go with Webb. We're going to go with Eric. We're going to go with Cretan. We're going to go with Mr. Meat, and then to me. So here we go. Let's do it. We do want to keep it interactive. We want to hear from you in the chat. Johnny Metal, you are up, sir.
All right. Well, I said to somebody in the chat already that there's probably going to be a few picks that nobody will have ever heard of because
that's good.
I'll explain. So my first song, this is going to come from a local Birmingham band. So nobody's going to know this. Helgard, you're going to have fun tracking some of my songs down. I just got to say. Because I don't think anybody's heard of this band, and even some of the Birmingham people don't even know who this band is. But this band's kind of an art rock, hard rock. They had a bunch of mixes of a bunch of different stuff. But I remember seeing these guys in this little venue I used to help out at, and we had a buddy that would do some live engineering, live recording stuff. So he was recording this band set. And then they used that as demos for when they would go to actually record this album. So this local band here, it's called Faith Remain. And this is a song called, the song I'm using tonight is a song called Fly. Yeah, you should have gotten that.
I'm working on it.
There you go. Yeah, this is the hard one to track a good copy down because, my picture couldn't come out too good. But anyway, this was pretty much a one and done. This was a faith-based band. I believe one of the members here leads worship at a Celebrate Recovery folks for folks who are trying to recover from addictions and different things like that. But Faith Remain, they were kind of like I don't want to call them a poor man's dream theater, but that's maybe a slight because that might be a really, really poor man's dream theater. But I like the way these guys sounded. They had a good melodic hard rock. You might be able to track some tracks down on YouTube, but I don't know if this album's. I know it's not on Spotify, so good luck tracking this one down. But this is a pretty cool album, and by a local band, I had to give them some love. So there you go, Faith Remain, and their album is called Summon the Dust. So there you go. My second pick is from another Christian artist. This guy would would pick up the torch where Rich Mullins kind of left off with a lot of spiritual honesty kind of stuff. It's kind of how I would look at this guy. Fellow by the name of Todd Agnew, and he kind of does this. He kind of does this little version of the hymn "Amazing Grace," but he kind of rocks it out a little bit. And then this album actually has a bonus track with some hidden tracks. And he does that same song, but it's much more rocked up than what's on the actual CD. And that's actually the version I prefer better, but it's a pretty cool version. Grace Like Rain, Amazing Grace. So that's my next pick. But Todd Agnew is one of those guys that I really appreciated his spiritual honesty with some of the stuff he would talk about and sing about, write about. Anyway, so that's that one. My last one for this go around. This album, this would be their third full length album. This band would be from Norway. they kind of had they had to start off with a little bit of a black metal sound for Norway, and for them being a Christian band is also kind of interesting. Then they kind of moved on to death metal, thrash metal, and then their third album here, Synergy from the band Extol, they went more of a thrashy, technical prog metal style. And if you notice this cover, a Hugh Syme cover, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes, Hugh Syme cover. So this came out on Century Media and also Solid State Records. Anyway, yeah, Extol, this is a thrashing crazy album. Love this album. They would do another album in a couple years later that was a totally different vibe and sound, and then they would kind of break up for a little while. But Extol, one of my favorite bands, and I hope to do a little deep dive on them one day. So there you go. That's my first three.
Fantastic. I will say this. Ken White says Johnny Metal. That's a good one. Also, a Christian says, nice that you're going deep. Fantastic. That's what we want.
That's right.
We want deep. So anyway, thank you, Johnny Metal. Always coming in. Let's turn over to Mr. BM Bolt to get his three. Byron, you're up.
Yeah. I'm going to start out with an artist that I think I've picked the last one or two shows. He was really right down my alley this period of my life. Let's go Derek Shrinian and the song Sons of Anu from the Black Utopia album. This track's got Simon Phillips on drums.
I thought it was on Mythology.
I might have typed the wrong. I might have typed the wrong album down.
We're in 2003. That says that's a 2004. That's my fault, Byron. But you could have typed it in, and whatever. It's fine.
We'll say it was off of Black Utopia. I'm pretty certain it was, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
You got, like I said, you got Simon Phillips on the drums. I know that gets Webb excited, probably.
Oh yeah.
He's probably going to slide off his chair. Ashley, can you come and make sure he doesn't get hurt?
So you get Billy Sheehan on bass and Tony Franklin on bass. It's almost
Fretless
like
monster.
They're kind of playing here. You get Al Di Meola and Yngwie Malmsteen on this song.
What?
And Jerry Goodman on violin. So, it starts real fast, heavy, aggressive. Yngwie's just freaking doing his Yngwie stuff, and then it kind of gets mellow and Yngwie's doing some mellow stuff. Then you get Al comes in with some of his acoustic guitar, and then you get some alternate, it gets heavy again, and they start trading off Al and Yngwie and Jerry Goodman. It's just a great track. So you guys should check that out if you haven't.
Holy cow. I'm curious how, with all those players, how is it possible that that's not number one?
Yeah, and how it's not legal for all them to be on one record.
Yeah,
that's really my concern.
I don't know. It's just it's a great track, and I don't really rank mine top to bottom or anything.
Fair enough.
That's what you're getting at. I just pull 5 songs out of my ass here. I don't really rank them.
Literally, he does. I think. Well, I haven't seen it.
As long as you don't see it.
I don't want to see him.
That would probably be the best song on my list too. So there you go.
All right.
I come right out with the best one. So my number 2, I'm gonna go off of Zebra 4.
But this, hey Byron, I'm gonna give you some props. This is a damn good pick.
Yeah, Arabian Nights, the leadoff track on that album. It's got that classic Zebra sound, but at the same time, it's got this Eastern feel to it as well. And, Grant, I, and Schnee, we did a Zebra rank on the album show. And Creighton did his own too, I think, before that, didn't he?
Yeah.
I was the first.
Yeah. Yes.
Creighton's always the first.
Yeah, that's a great track. And, I keep hearing they're going to have a new album out. Any news on that, Davey?
It's delayed. It's been delayed forever now.
Yeah, we'll
still waiting.
All right. Okay, this is my third track is going to be kind of obscure. Maybe some of you guys have heard this. It's a band called Chimera, Khymera.
Chimera.
Strike Like Lightning.
Chimera.
And This was a project led by Daniel Liverani. He's an Italian guy. And basically, the vocalist on this album is Steve Walsh. And I mean, he sings, I think, the whole album. There might be an instrumental. I can't remember, but he's the sole vocalist on here from what I recall. You get a little help from Mike Slamer on guitar, too, from the
City Boy
and Streets. So it's a pretty good album if you've never heard it. If you're a big fan of Steve Walsh, you might want to check that out. So that's my third track.
All right. Jason's weighing in with King Crimson Level Fire. I don't believe any of the panels came up with anything of King Crimson, but we will give Byron a point because he thought about it. So that's good. All right. Let's roll over to Webb. Webb, you still okay on that? You're not sliding off? You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?
No, I could slide off any moment.
Well, it was tough. It was tough finding 2003 tracks, and I overlooked Zebra, and that's a great find. And I didn't even notice King Crimson, so damn it, I really missed out on those.
You failed.
Yeah. But for my first pick, my number 5 is a band that I really like their debut album. Really like it. I mean, I like 4 or 5 songs, and love it's a heavy band, very drum centered, and I love this drummer on here, Shannon Larkin, and I'm talking about Godsmack, Straight Out of Line, heavy stuff. It is heavy. The kind of has a Tool feel with all the way the drums are and everything. It's just a kind of a hypnotic, heavy, aggressive song, and the guy's vocals are very, in your face and stuff. He has a certain style, but these guys are fun to watch videos of live. I don't know if anybody's ever seen them live, but they do this, really long drum solo where the lead singer plays drums because he played on the first couple albums, and then Shannon Larkin does it, and it's very percussive. So anyway, it's just the song. When it came out, I liked it a lot and listened to it a lot. And I was looking at my old iTunes on my old computer, and I saw it, and I said, hell yeah, I remember that song. I love it. So I put it as my number 5. So yeah. My next
That's right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead. I just want to mention that Kyle said too bad Rush didn't have any releases in 2003. Yeah.
Well, they had it in 2002, and I didn't even pick anything off of Vapor Trails.
I did.
Well, I wouldn't have picked anything from Vapor Trails, but go ahead.
Yeah. And so my next one is, where is my next one? You got to put it up there. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, I figured my numbering could be off, Webb, so you need to lead.
Well, this is a band that kind of exploded on the scene in 2003. I believe they're Aussies, and they had a really big hit that was all over the radio, and if MTV was still playing videos, maybe they weren't in 2003, but this song was everywhere. I didn't pick the song that was huge. I picked a song by Jet called Cold Hard Bitch. And this is a very AC/DC driven kind of song, big riffs, growly, gritty vocals. It just really sounds like a kind of a modern day, really good AC/DC song. And Jet was kind of, were they kind of big for like, what, a year and a half? And
maybe
not even that long. I know. Are you gonna be my girl was the one that was the huge hit, and I wound up buying the CD. Here we go. I must have liked it enough to buy the CD, and
that's $1 CD now.
Yeah, I probably listened to it about 4 times, but yeah, I really like this song, and I just when I was looking for 2003, it popped up, and I said, hell yeah, I like that one too. So that's my number 4.
All right.
And then my number 3 is by a band. It's their debut album. And I had to learn this in a band I was in. It was really fun to play. And the band is made up of cousins and brothers. And I'm talking about Kings of Leon, right? Yep. Molly's Chambers. That was the song that kind of put them on the map. Fun, catchy song, 2 minutes and like 20 seconds, really quick. It's got that southern kind of ball to it. I think these guys are from Kentucky, I think, or something like that. And I heard that song a lot. And like I said, I had to play it a lot. It was kind of fun to drum to. And It got everybody dancing and stuff and going crazy, and just had a good feel. And I really kind of liked this band for a few albums, and then I kind of fell away from it. But Molly's Chambers, great song, catchy. What do you want? It's a
Well,
good
what was it about Kings of Leon that you liked originally, and then you kind of lost interest? What was it?
They started trying to write songs to make a lot of money, I guess, and they started streamlining. And I mean, their second album, Aha, Heartbreak Shake, is awesome. I think it's a great album. I think it's one of the best albums of the 2000s. And I listened to that one a ton. And then I don't know, it just once they were famous and started making money, the song quality goes down. It happens in bands all the time. Record company gets a hold of them, right by the you know what. So
Well, they want another hit, or if they're not producing hits, they want them to produce hits.
yeah, but I like the rawness of this album and their second album. And anyway, it's a damn good song. There's some good songs on this album.
Timothy confuses Kings of Leon with Fountains of Wayne.
Well, you got "of" in there, three words.
Maybe that's it, because I don't think they sound any. I don't think they sound alike at all.
Mm-mm.
But Timothy, you go with it. Go with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Webb, excellent work, and no one got hurt during that segment. That's really a first for the Warehouse. Let's throw it over to Eric. Eric, you're up.
I must be like Davey. I had a hard time narrowing down my picks here to 5. So I mean, I got like 8 or 9 honorables, but
yeah,
that's okay. So my first pick is from an artist that, man, I have just become a huge fan of. This is off his 7th studio record, Change, going Richie Kotzen, and I chose the song "Get a Life."
Yes.
So this is track 2 off the album, a song that basically deals with, giving to the listener or whoever they're talking to, accountability and, taking charge of your life and, getting a life. It's a good rock, almost post-grunge type of song. This song could have easily fit in that era of 1993 to 1995. Just has that sound to me to it, but so not as much of his funk and soul on this record, but it's a good one nonetheless. Richie is just he's so talented. So, but that's my first pick. My number, that's 5. Number 4, going with the band Talisman. The song I chose is Sorry. This is off their 6th album, Cats and Dogs. I've talked about these guys before. Was the brainchild of the late bass player Marcel Jacob, and of course Jeff Scott Soto.
Good band.
One of my favorite albums from these guys. I went, the song Sorry. It's a good mid-tempo driven by Marcel's bass playing. And it's about a guy that's basically apologizing to his significant other, girlfriend, wife, and trying to, admit his mistakes. It's a song that I think we've all been there. It will be. One thing I will say about these guys, there's a lot of introspection to their lyrics, which kind of gives their songs a little bit of depth. So great Swedish rock band. If you guys have never heard them, please check them out. They're fantastic. Were fantastic. My pick for this round here, this is off their 20th record. Ooh. I'm going with Petra, the album Jekyll and Hyde, the song Jekyll and Hyde, arguably their hardest rocking album. The song Jekyll and Hyde deals with the battle of, right from wrong, and it's a song I can relate to many times in my own faith journey. So this song really connects with me in that way. Just a really good, fairly quick album. I think all the songs are like 3 minutes or some odd minutes. But just a great one here. Not a bad song from these Christian rock pioneers. So there you go.
Let me tell you, Eric, their new album. Let
me make Johnny Metal big. Go ahead, show it.
Hey, dude, this just came out, and this rocks really good too. I finally got a chance to listen to it. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I do enjoy that one.
There you go.
Yep.
what it's about, people. We're just trying to turn you on to stuff, to maybe stuff you have not heard. Maybe you need to check out some Petra. Hey, we take the beauty of this show is that everybody can come here and share what they love, and we don't care. No one judges. It's all good. We're all equal opportunities employers here, and let me say that again. We're all equal opportunity employers. Yeah, I guess I'll use that. Doesn't make much sense, but sure. So it's all good here in the warehouse. Anyway, Eric, was that your third one?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have to brace you because Cretan's up, and you know Cretan is very thorough. So get your notepads. What?
Before I start, why is everyone echoing so much?
Yeah.
I noticed that when I was talking too.
Yeah.
Johnny was echoing too.
I was.
Echo cancellation zone on my end. I can check
You're
everybody.
not echoing. Everyone else is.
Oh, well, then now we have a problem.
1, 2,
Well,
1, 2. Check.
Yo.
I don't seem to be echoing.
Hello.
Only in your mind.
I'm going to start. My
Is
number
it still
5
doing it?
choice.
No, seriously, is it still doing it?
I don't think so. 1, 2, 3. Test for echo. Radio, video.
I don't hear anything. All right,
Okay,
cool.
Bad with
All right,
Eric.
ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. Let's throw it over to Mr. Cretan. All right, Davey, you're up.
My number 5, this might be the heaviest band I've ever mentioned in this series. But before I say who the band is, there are some special guests on this album. To my knowledge, this is the only album featuring one of the best guitarists from the 1990s, from Pantera, Dimebag Darrell, and one of the most famous lead singers in the history of rock and roll, from The Who, Roger Daltrey. I am talking about a local band from Queens, New York, where I am from, as if you can't tell by my accent, Anthrax. And this is their 2003 album, We've Come For You All. I am going with the song Darrell. He's on 2 songs on this album, but I'm going with the Roger Daltrey guest vocals song, Taking the Music Back. And this is a really anthemic, heavy, hard-driving Anthrax song. Great guitar riffs, great vocals from John Bush. It is the last Anthrax album featuring John Bush, the 4th album with him on lead vocals. This is a great song, really good album. If you're not familiar with this album, check it out. There's some heavy stuff. There's some melodic stuff. There's even acoustic guitar on an Anthrax record. And on my most recent video where I discussed the new Anthrax single, I did bring up my history with the band. Moving on to my number 4 choice, something totally different. After we tape this show, I will be reviewing Joe Jackson's new album, Hope and Fury, but I'm going with his 2003 reunion album called Volume 4, the first single from the album, Awkward Age. Joe Jackson reuniting with his original band from the late 70s and early 80s. You have the phenomenal Graham Maybe on bass guitar on this album. He's played on, I'd say, 3/4 of Joe Jackson's albums. Joe Jackson is my favorite singer-songwriter. I do hear that echo now, but I'm going to move past the echo. I don't know. Weird echo. So Awkward Age was the first single from this album. This album is underrated. It rocks. It harkens back to Joe Jackson's sound from the late 70s and early 80s before he went in a lot of different directions. He's my Elvis Costello. Joe Jackson, Awkward Age at number 4. My number 3, I just have to see what it is. Okay, I don't really need to talk about this song that much because Grant and I did a whole series on this band on this very channel. Styx, 2003 album, Cyclorama. I'm going with the 6-minute prog rock song, One With Everything. That is my number 3 choice. Cool keyboards from Lawrence Gowan on this song. Great lead vocal by Grant's main man, Tommy Shaw.
That's right.
And Todd Zuckerman on the drums. Way underrated. A great drummer. So that's my number 3, One With Everything by Styx.
Excellent. And that caused the fog machine to go off, ladies and gentlemen. So you know it's a good pick.
Nice.
All right. Thank you, Cretan. Excellent work. Golly, you're an inspiration. All right, let's throw it over to Uncle Meat. Meat, you are up.
Well, okay, this is going to be interesting. I do agree that the.
Wait a minute. I muted
his sound.
Well, I'm trying to check the mic settings.
Hello?
No, you're there.
Okay.
But I cannot check Webb's mic setting. Why is that, Webb?
I muted myself just thinking that I muted myself thinking that it was, yeah.
No, you've got echo cancellation on too, so I don't know why you're hearing an echo, Davey. The goddamn fog machine's going nuts. All right, sorry, Meat.
Well, it's very fitting, actually, that the fog machine went off right before my number 5 pick, because my number 5 pick is well, it's definitely the longest song that's probably ever been on this song thing. The song time for this particular track is 1 hour and 3 minutes, and it is exactly how it looks at Grant's right now, because it's Sleep and the song Dope Smoker.
I knew it.
So Matt Pike is from the band High on Fire, who I love, but before that he was in Sleep, and obviously Sleep likes to go about things in a different way. There was a comment from XC Music saying, "Oh, playing fast leads for songs to be over quicker." Well, in this case, it's the complete opposite. This song is very slow and plodding. It is 63 minutes long of crazy doom. It was just one person described it as a monolithic ode to tuning low, playing slow, and dropping out of life. So what a happy trail that is. But supposedly it's in C standard tuning, so it's super low. And that is my number 5 is Sleep, with a 63-minute long Dope Smoker.
Wow.
All right.
On to my number 4. Number 4 is completely different. It is from an album called Frank, which was about Frank as in honest, or Frank as in Sinatra kind of thing. It is Miss Amy Winehouse, her debut album. I actually prefer this album to the one after it. The video to this song, she is absolutely gorgeous in this. It's before she became Michelle. Definitely before she became Michelle of herself. This song is called In My Bed, and it's basically about her hooking up with an ex-boyfriend and how it meant nothing but sex to her. So she sounds like a guy, obviously. And the one line is it's so fitting. It's like, the only time I hold your hand is to get the angle right. So that's pretty much exactly what the song's about. I've got everything from hip hop to jazz to just
very descriptive.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of that comment. Let's see. Just to get I get it. Yeah, I know what she's talking about.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, that was my number 4. My number 3 is a band that I really love. Their album, White Pepper, is in my top 10 albums of all time. But in 2003, they released the album Quebec, which is a great album. And the one thing I love about Ween is they have a way of doing what I call pastiche songs, where songs that are not copying a band, but they're reminiscent of that band. There's a song I called Gabrielle, which is a total Thin Lizzy kind of track. There's a song called There's Going to Be a Very Long Night, which sounds very much like Motorhead. They have a Monique the Freak, which sounds like Prince. But on Quebec, they have a song on there called The Argus Song. And I am a huge Wishbone Ash fan. When we did a top 10 albums of the 70s, I had Argus, the album Argus, in my top 10. And there we go. Like it's the Argus. And that's what it sounds like. It sounds like very reminiscent to Wishbone Ash. I absolutely love the track. It's a great album. And I recommend the album, and I recommend Wishbone Ash to anyone who has not heard it either. So there you go.
All right, hold on. I don't know why I just don't say this. I'm typing it out. Logic, why would you be a closet Amy Winehouse fan? She had great talent, great pipes. Look at Meat. He's wearing it out there. I don't think that I would think you'd have to be a closet fan. I think in the community and the music community, everybody rated her as something that was, she was like from another planet vocally,
Special. Very special.
Very special. Even though she had her demons, a lot of artists have their demons, but fantastic. Did John Wayne Gacy cover? God, it does look like it, doesn't it? Elder coming in for a zinger there. That's fantastic. Timothy loved Ween Dean and Gene, Mr. Richard Smoker.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Thanks, Meat. That was a great pick. All right, here we go, kids. Let's get started. We're already started. What an
We're
idiot.
already halfway through.
Okay, here we go. My first pick. A lot of this stuff my kid turned me on to. So my first pick, I'm going to go with Reptilia from The Strokes, Room on Fire. This is pure adrenaline-fueled, just energy. Albert Hammond Jr.'s jagged opening riff cuts through the whole mix. You got Julian Casablancas' half-slurred vocals. There's something about the production that they used on his vocals. You cannot deny that something about it that just brings you in. It's kind of like when you listen to The Killers. There's a certain production on the vocals, but Julian's vocals, I love it. I will say this, there's not a bad Strokes album, and this is pure magic, raw energy. And the thing about this whole song is the guitar hook. We're in 2003, and my God, we could always use more guitar hooks. And I think that Reptilia is one of the best of the era. My next track, now I have to go over. Where am I at? Okay, here we go. Here's another one. This record's fantastic. M83. What can I say about this? The track is Run Into Flowers. This came out, of course, 2003. This was the second album by this band. Well, it's actually Anthony Gonzalez, but he uses a lot of synths, distant vocals, a lot of driving beats. How would I describe this? The only thing I could really say about this is that this is pure shoegaze. You've got all those shoegaze kind of textures. You've got an electronic warmth to it. You've got soundscapes. It sounds like something that is nostalgic, but then it's futuristic. You can still play this today and it still sounds cutting edge, but then again, it still sounds reminiscent. Fantastic record. My son turned me onto this too. And what can I say? It's fantastic stuff. Go check it out if you have not. All right, my next one. We're going to go Death Cab for Cutie. We're going to go with this track, Transatlantic. I cannot say this word. Transatlantic System. I'm going to say that really fast.
Transatlanticism.
There you go.
Still, you guys don't sound all that good saying it.
No.
I should have given this something. All right, Meat wins. So this was the epic title track to this thing. It's the emotional. I think if you're looking at this record on an emotional factor, this is the peak. It's very sparse. You've got piano, Ben Gibbard's great, fantastic vocal delivery. And then it slowly builds. You got layers of guitars and drums, and you've got a fantastic crescendo. It's just, full of emotion. It's powerful, but there's also a tension to this song. Death Cab for Cutie is one of those bands from the early 2000s that I quite a bit. I never ever play any of their stuff, but doesn't mean we won't on a listening party. If we ever do anything in the 2000s, which I don't know, maybe we will. But I think it's a fantastic track. One of the great tracks from 2003. All right, there you go, kids. Let's throw it over to Mr. Metal. What's your final two?
Final two. Okay, so my first one. This is a return to the music world by this particular band. I believe they had done maybe a couple shows in Puerto Rico in the late 90s, maybe the very, very early 2000s before coming together and releasing a best of album, but they also included a couple of new tracks. So from the best of Striper 7, it was what they would call this song called Something. We all need something, you know, however, whatever that looks for you. If you're coming from Striper's perspective, you know, I think we all know what Striper stands for, you know, and I think and personally, in my opinion, I think the world needs a lot more of that myself. There's a lot of things right now that everybody runs to that is supposed to fill up a big space in our hearts, and it doesn't work. We all need something to go to. So that's where I'm going with that. So Striper, so sorry for my preaching there, but yes, that's a great track. Not from the No More Hell to Pay album, but that's okay. Anyway, my last pick, this goes back to a couple weeks ago when I was on Grant's Little Known Bands. Hint, hint, look for me again this week on that.
Yeah, Johnny Metal will be back on Wednesday, kids.
So if y'all want to tune in to see what I come up with there, great. But this song, this harkens back to that show and one of the members of one of the bands. I happen to mention this band called Hotel. Okay, and Hotel was apparently the hit of the night that night. Well, Mark Phillips was the lead singer, keyboard player, piano player from that, and he did an independent album called Color Me His, which this is the album right here. Color Me His, basically just saying, whosoever, come on into this house. Whosoever, my God is colorblind, red, yellow, black, and white. We are precious in his sight. Is just a wonderful little track. It's a very soulful song. But Mark's voice just shines so much on this song. This is, you know, I don't know if you can really find this, especially since Mark passed away a few years ago. But if you could track this down, this is a really good listen. There's a lot of great tracks. There's another song on here called "Papa Was a Preacher Man." That's just a great blues song, and there's a little bit of everything on this album. But "Color Me His" from Mark Phillips, formerly of Hotel, and there you go.
All right.
That's my fault.
Excellent work. All right. Excellent work, Mr. Metal. Let's throw over to Mr. B and Bolt. Byron, what you got? What's your last two?
All right. Well, this album that the song is on was already mentioned once by Eric.
Oh.
And I've mentioned this guy, I think, last year as well. So, yeah, we're going to talk Richie Kotzen some more of the album Change. I'm going to go with the song High, which is a ballad in this situation about a relationship that just isn't working out for him. And I really like this album and the previous one, which I picked a song from. I was fresh out of a divorce at this point in my life when these came out. So I was going through a lot and a lot of growth and good and bad things. But these albums were I really listened to them a lot back in those days. You know, I could have picked a lot of songs out this album. Don't Ask, Change, Deeper Into You. It's just a great album in my opinion. And then my last track, I don't know. I was just I had a few things written down. None of them really grabbed me, but I'm going to go. I decided, well, I'll just grab this one. I'm going to go Black Label Society, Stillborn. It's just a short, fast, heavy track. His vocals sound a lot like Ozzy on this tune. It's a pretty darn good track, though. But I had to pick something, so I went with that. That's my last pick.
All right. See, Byron's running out of stuff.
Yeah.
You're so rallied. You still rallied, Byron. All right.
But the problem is, I have a lot of albums from these years, but I couldn't tell you any of the songs on most of them because I didn't listen to them 100 times like older albums, so don't know.
Oh, Kathy, we're not done yet. Kathy's trying to move this along. All right. Thank you, Byron. All right. Webb, you are up, my friend.
Okay. So my number 2 is by a band that I don't listen to a ton anymore, but man, I did in the 90s and a little bit of the 2000s. And this is probably my 3rd favorite album by them. And I'm talking about Radiohead, Hail to the Thief. And the song I'm talking about is Go to Sleep. This song hooked me from the second I heard it. It's in like 10/4, so it's alternating 6 and 4 for all you music heads out there. And it's acoustic driven, and it just, like Radiohead has that certain sound to a lot of their songs. Some people say it's whiny and things like that, but I love a lot of their stuff. And when this song kicks into like its double time kind of in the middle, and Johnny Greenwood does that really weird solo. I took this off. I want to hear if Byron knows this. It says, Johnny Greenwood manipulates his electric guitar using digital music software Max MSP to create a frantic, stuttering, and erratic solo. That's Gemini for you right there.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know, dude. I don't know if Byron knows anything about that, but nah. Well,
I'm not really big
checked out by 2003. He doesn't know.
Yeah, but Radiohead was still putting out some good stuff in this album.
Sure.
And Rainbows was a few years later, which I like too. But this album has about 4 or 5 really cool songs on it, and Go to Sleep has always just been if I can just listen to it just about any time. I just love the rhythm of it, and it's very hypnotic. I didn't realize that every single song on this album has like a little like another name to it, like in parentheses. I don't know if you guys. Yeah, and I don't know. It says subtitled "Little Man Being Erased," and it's all directed to Jonathan Swift's Gulliver's Travels and all this stuff. So hey, it's crazy. These guys were deep sometimes. Okay, so leading to my number 1 is I could have picked 3 songs off this. I talked about these guys on Little Known Bands. I think last time I was on there.
You did.
Can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with these guys. I know Grant loves them. I don't know how many other people here love them, but I'm talking about Sloan from Action Pack and the song. This album, this kills. The song was "I Was Wrong," and it was one of the songs I played. And this is just, if you're not familiar with Sloan, they're out of Halifax, and I think they're out of Toronto now, but they originated out of Halifax, Nova Scotia. Been there, really cool city. And these guys harmonize just incredible. You can't go wrong with any Sloan. This album is very kind of heavy power pop. I mean, all of their stuff is kind of in that vein, but this is a kind of a big sounding album. I think they were trying to maybe get a little more traction in the US, which they unfortunately never really have. I know they still do well in Canada and places like that. And I saw them live for this tour, and God, they just blew me away live. And I talked about that on the Little Known Bands, how they switch up instruments, and they're 4 songwriters, and they all take turns doing their songs. And it's just, Sloan is so good. So this album, if you're not familiar with it, there's 14 songs on here, and I'm telling you, like 10 of them are just awesome. So catchy.
Even those 10 you picked, though, Webb.
Yeah.
There's not a bad song on that record.
There isn't. I mean, I can literally listen top to bottom, and Ashley loves it too. We listen to a lot of Sloan. Sloan is just, it puts you in a good mood. Nothing's really depressing. Everything's kind of upbeat. It's cool to hear the differences in the songwriters, their different styles. but they always come together with great harmonies. I mean, these guys, it's like just beautiful harmonies. And
they have 3 guys who sing, or is it 4?
It's all 4 of them, I think. They all 4
sing. Yeah. Well, yeah,
the drummer sings his own songs. What's his name from Jay Ferguson? Not the Jay Ferguson from Thunder Island, but Jay Ferguson sings whoever writes the song is the lead singer, and then they always kind of come in to harmonize in the choruses. And these guys know how to write a catchy chorus. I mean, they're unbelievable at it. So anyway, I was wrong. It's my one song from 2003.
Did Sloan ever tour with Steve Ferris?
Would say
Who is Steve Ferris?
Save Ferris. Steve Ferris is Mr. I think he means save Ferris.
Is Save Ferris?
Oh, did Sloan ever tour with Save?
I get it. You get it?
Words are, kids, words are hard.
Sloan was the girlfriend in
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
And so that's
for God's sake, he's trying to be cute. Here, I thought it was a band.
Well, Exy, he's probably feeling good.
Bueller.
Oh, you think that's what it is?
Bueller.
Exy's always feeling
good. Well, I think I'm gonna name my band Save Ferris. I'm sure there's probably tons of bands called Save Ferris. All right, cool. Thank you, Webb. There is a band, of course. All right, throw it over to Eric. Eric, you're up.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Sloan. I'm gonna have to do a deep dive.
Yeah, this is a great one.
All right, my last 2 picks. Davey actually mentioned these guys earlier. This is their 9th album. We've Come For You All, Anthrax. A lot of songs I could have picked on here. I played it safe with Safe Home. A song. This was their lead-off single to the record, which at least where I live in the Midwest, it got a lot of radio time. With its hooky chorus and strong melody and really kind of appealing to a broader audience than, just the thrash and metal crowd. The last album with John Bush on vocals before he went back to the Great Armored Saint. I think this is one of the stronger, in my opinion, Bush era albums by these guys. And if anybody is a comic book fan, the artwork, Alex Ross, who actually I think he did the last 2 also Worship Music and For All Kings. I think he did the covers for those too. But yeah, great album. I love that album. All right, my number 1 might surprise some people. This is off his 5th solo album. I've been a fan of this guy long before he became a YouTube sensation or whatever you call him. Ken Tamplin, the album Wake the Nations, and I went with the song The Story of Love. This is the kickoff track to this guitar-driven album and song. Ken basically does a duet here with Jeff Scott Soto with this commercial hard rock song, which basically tells the story and points people to Christ. And a song that sometimes I go back to a lot just to kind of put my faith back into the right path. This also features a great guitar solo in this song too. The album is called Ken Tamplin and Friends because there's guest appearances throughout the album by Marty Friedman, Richie Kotzen, Jeff Scott Soto, and a few others. It's a long album, but one of his better ones. Ken's a really good singer. So there's my number 1, Story of Love.
All right, cool. I wouldn't know a Ken Tamplin song if you played it in front of me.
He's that vocal coach from YouTube, right?
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And a distant cousin to Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar.
Oh, yeah, well, I did not know.
I did not know that.
Cool.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Fantastic. Let's throw it over to Cretan. Mr. Cretan, you are up.
My number 2 is a band I've mentioned on this show before. Grant's least favorite band in the world, Dream Theater. From the Train of Thought album, side 1, track 1, As I Am. This has a killer guitar riff from John Petrucci. Great lyrics from John Petrucci. It's got a monster stomp. It's angry. There's a couple of cuss words in it.
Oh,
but it's a really good hard rocking song. I love it. It's arguably the heaviest album. Maybe, maybe not, but I think so. I'm going with track 1, As I Am. Great song. And my number 1 album is from a prog band. No surprise. I've mentioned them before on here, from England. There are men in the band, there are women in the band. You got the male and female vocals on it. Sort of like if Pink Floyd and Jethro Tull had a baby that wasn't Fairport Convention or Steel Eye Span. The band is mostly Autumn. The album is Passengers. Yeah, you got it, Grant, baby. Good one.
Yeah, I do my best for you to try.
The title track, Passengers. An amazing Heather Findlay lead vocal. It's lush. It's atmospheric. It's about 6 minutes or so. It's got a great chorus, great harmony vocals in it. Keyboard playing is excellent. Passengers, my number 1 song from mostly Autumn.
I will say this, Cretan, I do own this Dream Theater CD.
Really?
Why?
I have like 3 Dream Theater CDs because I found them in the dollar bins.
Okay.
This was a dollar bin CD. And
You gave $1 for those? Come on.
I know. Well, I was giving it a try. And then I determined once I gave it a try, I didn't like it.
Send them to me. I probably don't have them.
You want them? I'll send them to you. You can have them.
Except for the one I sent you.
Oh, you sent me one too.
I sent you one.
But not this one.
I don't have that one.
No. Well, I'll send it to you then. It's fine. Davey plays in Frequency. He loves them. Tia, what's your thoughts on Dream Theater since we have you in here?
She's seen them live with me.
That doesn't matter. She's just giving you support. I want to hear what Tia really has to say about it. Tia,
I know what she thinks.
You don't really know. You never know what a woman really thinks.
She likes the live presentation.
Okay, what's that mean? Oh, look at Alex. You paid 99 cents too much. Alex, I like you quite a bit.
I am theater.
Okay, Kyle, I can't remember the name of them, but the one is like 2 guys are in the clouds walking on a tightrope or something.
That's their worst album.
No, it's not. Falling into Infinity.
I've got that one, and then I've got what's the first one called? What's the first Dream Theater album called?
Dream and Day Unite.
Dream and Day Unite. Yeah.
I went Dream and Day Unite.
Right before rejoin.
I bet it's Images and Words.
Yeah.
Images and Words.
I got it.
That's a good one.
That's
Change of Scenes is as good, but
oh look, I like West Coast Dave too.
Scenes of a Memory.
There are a lot of people in this chat that I really admire. Alex and West Coast Dave so far. All right, let's run over to Uncle Meat.
Okay, my top 2. Number 2. Very often. I'm really getting the echo thing again. I don't know what's going on. It's strange.
I think. Well, you got it. It's probably you're probably having a flashback.
That's quite possible.
It's all deja vu.
It's quite possible.
Strange deja vu.
Okay. My number 2. A frequent band that is on my list is a band from Athens, Georgia, and they are the Drive-By Truckers. And their 4th album and the first album with a certain guy named Jason Isbell is an album called Decoration Day. The second track on the album is a song called Marry Me, which is guitarist Mike Cooley's classic, very Stones-ish, very, very dirty sounding. And the first lines of the song are quite interesting. Well, my daddy didn't pull out, but he never... Well, my daddy didn't pull out, but he never apologized. Rock and roll means well, but it can't help telling your boys lies. And that's... Wow. And the rest of the song is even crazier. I love this band. If you ever get a chance to see the Drive-By Truckers, do it. They are 100% the hardest working fucking band in the States. I think they just constantly.
Very good. Very good.
Very, very good. Okay, my number one.
Yes.
Now, it's funny how time flies and time does things, because when this song came out, I had no time for it. I had no time for this band. I had no time. But your style of music and what you like change. And there was a time last summer where a bunch of my buddies were getting really upset with me because I wouldn't stop playing Outkast, Hey Ya. And they kept on saying, come on, it's 20 years old. But see, it was new to me, and I just found it fresh. I found it amazing. It reminded me of Sly Stone, but
Earth, Wind, Fire.
Yeah, that too. Like more intense. I really loved everything about it. I love the lyrics. I love the different sounds. I even the way the song started, and it's such a huge song. It was number one in the States. It was number one in Canada. It was number one in Norway. It's number one in the Czech Republic. But we're talking about like a huge. And it's funny because it got nominated for Record of the Year at the Grammys, but it got beat by Clocks by Coldplay, which. I'm not a Coldplay fan as it is, but that song's okay. But Hey, is miles ahead of that, just as something original. I just can't believe it. But anyway, the Grammys are stupid anyway. And it's funny too. The line, "Shake it like a Polaroid picture." Well, Polaroid declared bankruptcy in 2001, and it revitalized them, and then they ended up having to redeclare bankruptcy in 2009. But it literally made a company back out of Polaroid. So, I mean, a song like this has truly, totally affected the music scene, and and to me, it was. I know everyone's gonna say, "Oh yeah, whatever." I've heard it 1,000 times. I don't care. It had to be my number one because I think it's the most important song of the year.
Yeah.
All right, it's all good with me. I don't have any problems with Hey Ya at all. You know, it was a big hit. All right, excellent meat. See, a wide variety, kids. See, Miss Jackson was quite the tune prior. Miss Jackson was quite the tune prior. I can't read. Jesus.
Sorry,
Alex is coming in and saying, "Great pick, Uncle Meat."
Yeah.
All right. Okay, what do I? Oh, here we go. Webb already mentioned this, but I'm going to echo Webb on this because I think Webb was right on. I'm going to go with Radiohead. Track I'm going to go with There off Hail to the Thief. This is groovy. It's almost hypnotic. And this record, the thing I wanted to mention on here is Johnny Greenwood's guitar part on here is fantastic. He's totally locked in with the rhythm section. It's almost a hypnotic track. Tribal. Tom York's vocals kind of float above the whole track, and it just feels like I don't know. I get this feeling of paranoia, but it's just like, I don't know. It's very dark. It's danceable, and it just kind of brings you into the track. The previous records were very electronic, but there kind of shows that Radiohead still could deliver the rock if they wanted to. So it's a little bit. Are they going backwards? I don't know. They're just doing something that maybe they've done before, but I think there's something about this track that really brings you into it. My next pick, this was easy. Jesus. How easy could this be? The Darkness. This favorite record of 2003, bar none. I love the whole thing. There's not a weak track on it. Everything is hooky. The guitars rip. The vocals are great. If you like Queen, what's not to love? And a lot of people don't like Justin Hawkins' falsetto, but when I heard this, I just absolutely put a smile on my face. And I still love it. I think this is a fantastic record. And pick any track, damn it. Any track off of it. but I believe in a thing called love is the track that everybody knows. So we'll go with that. But the whole thing is great. Fantastic. Next record's great too. I mean, not all of the Darkness records have hit it out of the park like this. You know, maybe another band that could do it either. So, but whatever. I'm not going to go down that road. This is a fantastic record. So there, The Darkness is my number one. All right, kids. Anybody have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I got a few. Quickly.
I've got it. I'll go first here real quick and blow.
Go ahead. Someone just go. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to, first one I've got is the band Bride off their album This Is It. Blow It All Away would be the song I would choose. Boys, these guys were tough to leave off. Seven Dust, the song Disease off of Seasons. Man, what a chorus. Oh. Iron Maiden, Dance of Death. Rainmaker, I would choose off that one. I enjoy that one. Rob Rock, lead singer for Impellitteri, had a solo album. Eyes of Eternity, I would go with Rock the Earth. ZZ Top, a boogie band from Texas. They had Mescalero. I always like the song What Would You Do off that record. Toby Keith off of Shock and Y'all. I love this bar. Circle to Circle. I've talked about those guys on Little Known Bands You Should Know. Off their debut, Waiting in Silence, a very Savatage sounding song called Walls. The band Disciple off of their album Back Again, the song Face. Love that one. Queensryche had the album Tribe. But the opening track, Open, isn't too bad. I think Davey mentioned Styx before off of Cyclorama. I would go with Waiting for Our Time. Love that song. Black Label Society, Stillborn off of Blessed Hell Ride. And last but not least, yes, Dream Theater, Grant, As I Am, Train of Thought.
Gee.
Okay, I'll go quickly. Tori Amos had an album that was basically a clip show of greatest hits, but she had a song on it called Snow Cherries from France. Frantic by Metallica. I've always liked that song. If it would have changed the snare song or the snare sound, I could actually live with it. But that snare sound, I can't do it. But the song is very, very good. Steely Dan had an album I called Everything Must Go, a song called God Walker. Deep Purple had an album called Bananas, and I picked a song called Walk On. And No Doubt did a cover of, I think, Talk Talk, a song called It's My Life. Great track.
I love the Talk version better, but yes.
I like
that song too.
The version better.
Yeah,
Yes.
same, but it was a great cover.
She didn't really do that much different to it, though, I don't think. Or, well, maybe she did. I just didn't think it was necessary for her to do it. That's the only thing. I don't know. But it was a big hit. All right. Is that it, Meat?
Yeah, I'm good.
Cretan, you're up. I think you had one. You had some, right? All right.
Yeah, I have a lot. I'll
Okay,
go through it really fast. The first one, Spock's Beard from their record Feel Euphoria. I'm going with the epic 20-minute track, A Guy Named Sid. The Jayhawks, who I've mentioned before, from the album Rainy Day Music, the semi-title track, Save It for a Rainy Day. Great power pop type song. Jane's Addiction, I heard someone mention. From the Strays album, the reunion album, track 4, Price I Pay. Starts out mellow, then really rocks. Really good song. Don't sleep on the Strays record. Evanescence, Bring Me to Life from the Fallen record. Iron Maiden from Dance of Death. No More Lies is my choice. Jay-Z, Beyonce's husband, 99 Problems from the Black Album. Everclear, Volvo Driving Soccer Mom from Slow Motion Daydream. Zwan, and you know who that is, Billy Corgan's one-off band with the song Honestly from Mary, Star of the Sea. Dido, White Flag from Life for Rent. The band Live, the song Heaven from Birds of Prey. Mars Volta, for years I thought this song was called Exoskeleton. because when you work at a record store, you don't look at the CDs to see what the songs are called. I had to look it up. It's actually called Roulette Dares, The Haunt of, in parentheses. So The Haunt of Roulette Dares from the album Deloused in the Comatorium, their debut album. I hear that darn echo again. Meets number 1 was My 17, Hey Ya from Speaker Box, The Love Below by Outkast. White Stripes, Seven Nation Army from the album Elephant. Leonard Skinnard from Vicious Cycle, the song Red, White, and Blue, which was all over rock radio in 2003, at least in New York it was. And my last choice, Are You Gonna Be My Girl from the Get Born album by Jet. That's
All
my
right.
top 20.
That's a good Skinner song.
West Coast Dave, who is a mover and shaker, as we all know, he has seen Mars Volta many times.
I never have.
Yeah,
Debut album's great, though.
They're crazy.
Alex is jumping on that bandwagon. Debuts of Mars Volta is amazing.
100%.
What is going on, Tia? What are you talking about? It's the Rock Warehouse, not the Electro Clash Warehouse Battleship. What did Battleship say? Oh, no love for the scissors. The Scissor Sisters.
I remember them.
Yeah.
Oh my God. X Music, he loves them, especially the album with the Pink Floyd cover. Comfortably Numb, probably because of all the scissoring that's going on. Still have it and spin it often. All right. Anybody else have any honorables?
I got a few.
Go ahead.
Anybody ever heard of the band The Eels? No?
Yes.
Yeah, Saturday Morning is a really cool power pop song. The guy hits into a falsetto and it's almost like two characters talking to each other in it. Really cool song. I don't know much else about them, but that song Saturday Morning by the Eels is cool. Davey Stole My Thunder too with Price I Pay by Jane's Addiction. Great. And that album's got 4 or 5 pretty good songs on it. Death Cab for Cutie, the same album that Grant talked about. The New Year is a cool song. There's a band called Burning Brides. I saw them live, open up for somebody. They had maybe only 2 or 3 albums. Kind of rode the grunge thing, but they have a song called Arctic Snow, which just smokes. Burning Brides, Arctic Snow. I don't know the name of the album. I just wrote down the name. But hey, I kind of liked Pete Yorn there for a little bit, and his second album is pretty good. And Come Back Home is a cool song. And nobody mentioned Seven Nation Army by White Stripes.
I did.
Okay, yeah, okay. Come on. That's played everywhere. And last but not least, wasn't Stacy's mom Fountains of Wayne in 2003?
Yes, it's on my larger list. Yes.
It's on your larger list, yeah. Anyway, that song's pretty catchy.
The video, I'm a fan of the video.
Well, the video, yeah. And Perfect Circle, the band with Keenan or Maynard Ferguson, yeah. And there's a song called Blue. Sorry. Thank you.
Maynard Ferguson.
Perfect Circle, that album from 2003. Blues are really cool song. There's some cool stuff on there. So there you go. Oh, and Johnny Metal. You mentioned a venue in Birmingham. Was it the Nick?
No, this was a Christian run venue. It was called the Shema.
Okay.
It was run out of a church.
Did you ever go see it?
I know of the Nick. I've been there once, but yeah.
Yeah. Played a couple gigs at the Nick. We were lucky to get out alive. I know.
Yeah.
It was
I've always heard of people talk about, if you want to pay your dues in the rock and roll business, you play any crap hole dump place you can find. The Nick would rank as one of those places because man, that place is a absolute dump to look into.
We played for like 7 people, I think. And
that sounds about right.
Yeah, the janitor was having a great time, and the guy mopping up, he loved us, but that was it.
Wow. When were you there?
1993.
Oh, geez.
Way back.
Way before I moved here. So
yeah, way back. Cool.
Okay, I just need to get verification. Webb, are you turning into a 12-year-old emo girl?
Death Cab for Cutie? What? Hey, Sid, Grant picked him too, man. So don't throw him under the bus.
Yeah. This is towards you. Don't put me into this.
Cutie's pretty good, Sid. Come on. They got a great drummer.
I just want to know what's going on.
Right off the bat, Webb just throws you under the bus.
Yeah.
Well, I expect to be compared to that, but not you, Webb.
Well, I just got to pull somebody down with me.
Well, don't pull me down at your level, please. Okay. Exa Music is Death Cab, a little more sophisticated than that. They're like one of those critics bands.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. You both are 12-year-old girls then. I can guarantee you that you played a Death Cab for Cutie song, he wouldn't even know what it is. No. I'd put money on it.
I know.
You what? He's talking out of his ass. He doesn't know. Oh, here we go. All right. Yeah, we need to talk about this, Mr. Metal. All right. Johnny Metal will be back on Wednesday. I'm going to have him back. Well, it's a long story.
Yeah, he's back quick.
He's going to, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Johnny Metal,
we did a fine job.
We had a cancellation for the show, and I thought, well, John, here, because I told him, I want to get you on, but if I have a cancellation, I'll bring you up and we'll put you into that slot. Well, I did that, and then I thought, well, then now I'd have to book another show, and I thought, John's got plenty of stuff that he can turn people on to. So I thought, John, just come back, keep the original dates you have booked, and we'll do another show. It's no big deal. So anyway, John's got plenty up his sleeve to turn you on to. So John will be back on Wednesday. We will be live at 7 p.m. So John will be back. So he got a double whammy. I'm just lazy. I'm lazy. But John on the last show brought it so it was a fantastic show. It was a fantastic show.
I hope this one's as good, but we'll see.
Oh, you'll be fine. I believe in you.
Awesome.
Wait a minute. Body Knowledge. Hey, I listen to Andy Gibbs' Greatest Hits today. Hey, Andy Gibbs' Greatest Hits is a good record.
Yeah.
And I will say this, an Andy Gibbs Shadow Dancing album, fantastic. Great record.
Joe Walsh his songs.
Sure, Joe knows.
Yeah, Joe knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blood is like or something like that. He's on that.
Is he on that one?
Yeah, Joe Walsh is on that song.
There was a time period where Joe Walsh was playing on a lot of different stuff. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Kathy was listening to John Mayer today. There you go. Here we go. Here's the quote of the night. Johnny Metal rocks. He does. Yeah, he does. All right, kids, we can wrap this dog up tomorrow night. Mr. BM Bolt will be here.
Yeah,
do you want to again?
Gary Moore?
No, Zappa.
The never-ending Zappa series. It's coming to an end pretty soon. The next, I would think maybe by the end of the year we'll be done. Maybe.
Have you done Sailfish yet?
Yeah.
We already did that.
Oh, I need to go back and watch that then, because that's got to be fun.
And here you go. Byron's admitting that he does have the 2 first Andy Gibb albums. So there you go. Great show. Thanks, Lee. Appreciate it.
There's a great comment right there. Read this, Grant.
Jeez. Holy crap. It's gigantic.
Shouting it out loud.
It's awesome.
Wait a minute. Let me go back.
You want me to read it?
You are here all the time, but I have to let you know one more time how much I appreciate all of you on this show. And Grant, you are doing the Lord's work. I've never been compared to the Lord, but I appreciate it.
It's very nice.
I'm just doing my thing, kids. I'm not doing anything. It's just what I do.
So can I tell a quick story about 2003? Just a quick thing that I thought about. I was going to put a Justin Timberlake song on, but it turned out that it didn't come out in 2003. It came out in 2002. But I wanted to quickly say that about 2003, in the summer of 2003, there was a concert in Toronto, about an hour away from here, that was it was a huge deal. It was a SARS concert. It was a huge deal. It was the Guess Who and Rush and AC/DC and the Rolling Stones are huge, and Justin Timberlake opened that show, and I gotta say that I gain a lot of respect for that guy because he was getting absolutely just stage bombed with crap, and
he should have been.
The Canadians aren't always as polite as what the stereotype is, and they treated him like shit. But he just went on, and I got a lot of respect for him. At that show.
He always had a good.
Sidney was at that concert, so there you go. Was at that concert meet. Said Sidney.
Oh yeah, that's right. They said it's close. Yeah.
So there you go.
Pretty cool.
Oh yeah, Dave's going to Mexico, and Dave, for goodness sakes, be careful.
Is he seeing Rush? Rush is
yeah, Mexico City. For God's sakes, Dave, do not break any laws. Don't break the law. And 2, don't get picked up by the cartel.
And don't drink the water.
Do not drink the water.
Definitely don't drink the water.
And don't get in a cab, right? Don't get in a cab.
Even if it's a death cab for Cutie.
Ooh.
Sidney said he left when Timberlake went on stage.
Okay. Well, I'm not surprised. That's better than throwing stuff.
Yeah. He's seeing Rush on Thursday.
Hell yeah.
I don't know where Bobo is. Bobo might not be here tonight, but I think I'm going to go to the Cleveland show, one of the Cleveland shows.
Do it, Grant. Come on. What do you got to lose?
You know that footage? I think I'm going to have to go.
$300 or $250 or
whatever.
It's this money.
Well, they played 38 songs.
Well, you do live in California, so that's kind of like being in another country, so you're probably used to it.
It's a heck of a set list Rush has going. It's a heck of a set list that Rush has going on. Wow.
I think they played 37 songs, Meat. We were saying 37 on. Yeah, on set list FM is 37.
Yeah, I'm wondering if there's anything that they haven't played yet. There might be 1 or 2, but it's not much.
They said 39. It was 40, and then they added a late song that was really long, which I'm thinking is Camera Eye or Natural Science, and they took away 2 shorter ones.
Yeah.
Well, we did the Rush listening party last night, kids. 2 hours of Rush, and it was
awesome.
I'm going to pat myself on the back. It was good.
The Necromancer, Grant. That
was the best track of the whole night.
It was.
And, I know that song because I've known it for so many years. But when you have everybody in the chat and everybody's hanging out and sharing their thoughts and the chat's going and you've got headphones on and the fog machine's going and you're drinking beer.
And thinking about the porch.
Yes. So it was all good. All right, kids. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We will be back tomorrow for more surprises. Well, Byron still needs to get his shit together, right? Did you get it? You have your notes? You ready?
No, there's 30
We'll get it together.
There's 33 songs on this, I think. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Maybe not that many. 36 songs on here. That's ridiculous. Anyway.
Oh, Frank.
And they're all
we also have something else. We also have another show coming up at 7:00 tomorrow that I'm not going to mention anything about, but we'll see. It's a little bonus show.
Ooh.
We'll just see. Someone who hasn't been on here in a long time. It could be entertaining or it could be just a complete train wreck. We'll see what happens. All right, kids. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you. Keep it clean, Rap the Rascal, and rock. We will see you on the next one. All right, everybody. Good night.